Hey, soy Andorli, welcome to another Diablo 4 video. This time I'm going to show you my Necromancer Bone Mage build. That is one of the most powerful Necromancers build in the world. Well, right now I'm the top one in the Solo Self-Found leaderboards in helltides. You can check it out in the helltides page, and also you can check it out inside the game. I'm the top 3 right now in the tower. Okay, so this build is going to help you a lot. If you want to check it out inside the game or watch my video, well, I'm going to explain you my skills, my build, my gear, my Paragon, everything, and some tips to help you if you like the Necromancer as I like, well, and where I never never thought I could reach this far, but I'm here. Thank you so much to all the people that believe in me, my more than 700 followers. And I want to reach the 1K someday, so and thank you to all the community of the Diablo, all the groups. Diablo Hell is coming, that group, the Spain, Brazil, Latin America, Mexico, everything. Especially to Diablo France. Merci beaucoup, especially to you, Clarice, and happy birthday to Dua Lipa. Yeah, guilty, I'm Dua Lipa fan. Radical optimist. So here we go. Alright guys, I'm going to explain you how this build works. First, I'm going to show you this build really works because I'm top 3 of the world of the solo self-found leader. Okay, this is my build. I want to show you in top 3 of the world, and how you climb on the leaderboards as well. First, I want to explain you that this skeleton mage build is a bone version of the shadow skeleton damage, the skeleton mage, sorry. Okay, you're going to use this skeleton mage for 2 additional projectiles that deals more damage. Okay. This shadow version gives you a very defensive, very tanky. I recommend you to farm all your gear first. Okay, you're going to need a lot of gear. The most important is this seal of the diamond mask, because you're going to need to use 2 set of charms. Okay, you're going to spend a lot of resource, okay, of essence, so you're going to need a chance to restore primary resource on all your rings and your amulet. This build is going to spend a lot of essence. It's very essential to trigger the quintessence. It gives you more damage to the enemies. You're going to spam your skeleton mage button, and you're going to destroy everything on the screen. Also, you're getting more than that with a barrier. Okay, with this rune ward poke, spend of your maximum resource to invoke the earthen bulwark. You're going to need a lot of barrier and barrier regeneration to survive. Okay, and also your skeleton warriors to heal you for 2% of your maximum life, and so your pants are giving you more damage and survivability. What I'm going to explain you it as well when on the proper section. First, we're starting with the skills. Silver is to move in a straight line faster. You can travel the entire map very fast. Okay, then the golem gives you more casting speed for your minions, for your skeleton mages and your warriors, and also unstoppable and resolve to give you more toughness. Okay, more survivability. Bone storm also gives you more critical strike chance and casting speed as well, so you're going to need a lot of bone skills to increase all your bone skills here, because you're getting more skill levels for your bone storm and your skeletal mages. More damage, more casting speed, critical strike chance, also more duration, and it makes vulnerable. I'm using this because I'm using the rune ward to generate the barrier. Okay, so I don't need to generate more barrier here. With this skill, with bone storm, also you're going to need the classic little sword. Okay, so you're getting more bone storms. another 2 because you sacrifice your golem and your skeleton warriors damage to have more chance to trigger another boost. It's very, very important for the hit chance, and when you hit something uh, with your skeleton mages or your warriors or your golem or anything, you're going to generate more resource with this. How to a chance to restore primary resource on your rings and your amulet to have a lot of essence all the time, and also to spam the skeleton mage. Very, very important. This build is going to use a lot of essence. Okay, so I recommend you to be prepared for that. Also, the skeleton mage, you're going to do more damage to card control. And that's with the singularity, you're going to deal more damage depending on your maximum resource. Okay, so when you're using all your maximum resource, well, you first need to cast the skeleton mage. You're spending all your maximum resource, and depending on that is the damage you're going to do. Okay, you're going to spam this a lot to deal massive damage. You can see we're top 3 of the world. Okay, corpse tenders. Okay, you're going to pull all your enemies in near to you, and you're going to spam these skeleton mages and the bone shards and melt everything, cleaving with your skeleton mage and with your hand of Nas. Okay, it's very, very important to convert your skeleton mages into arc mages. So that's it, and your skeleton warrior, they're going to heal you, and they're going to make the enemies vulnerable and give you more critical strikes chance. And that's it for the skills, well, how it works. And well, I'm going to explain you now the gear. Okay, so here we go. First, you're going to need the underground. Your maximum number of skeleton warriors and mages is increased by 4. Your summon damage is increased also. And commanding skeleton, this skill is going to focus on the same target. It's very, very important for bosses and for destroy everything faster. Okay, try to have better gear with the transfiguration. I'm very lazy for that. If I had a better gear, I will be top 1, but I have things to do like everybody, and I recommend you to get some pretty decent gear. So maximum resource, minion skills, resource stacks. Okay, you're going to need 10 maximum resource stacks to have the maximum block chance, and with your block chance, you're going to get more critical strike damage. Okay, I want to explain you it in a little. Okay, Link's Ember, your maximum resolve is increasing and gives you damage reduction up to 40% more damage. Try to have maximum life, maximum resource, very, very important. And intelligence gems, okay? Very, very important. The Hand of Nas, you're going to use this for destroy everything with your arc mages. If you're going to focus on doing full DPS, okay? And you can switch with Endurance Faith. You're going to do bosses or going to do stuff that you can handle with and with a lot of damage. But for farming, for everything, I recommend you to use the Hand of Ness. Very nasty. Blood Moon Breaches gives you your cores when your skeletons and your mages and your minions attacks. They randomly inflict the creepy fire or Iron Maiden when they deal damage. You deal more damage to cores enemies. Okay. And you like to more damage reduction with your barbarian shout, challenging shouts. Okay. Another piece of gear you're going to need is this boot with bar generation and a lot of toughness, maximum life resistance, healing, and also I'm using more damage to unstoppable. Okay, you can use whatever you want, but that's what I'm using to deal more damage. When the enemies becomes unstoppable, I execute them basically. Okay, for the weapons, try to have physical damage. Weapon damage for me is the most important, and critical strike damage. more critical strike damage, and because you're going to have a lot of critical strike chance with Boomstorm, so you don't need to have critical strike chance on your gear. And also you gain critical strike damage equal to 60% of your block chance, and blocking doubles this bonus. So you're going to also for that, when you're going to block, when you do a block, it counts like an attack, so it's very important to generate faster the resource. Okay, so if you block, it's like if you were attacking, so it's gonna give you more resources if you block all the enemies hits. So but first you're going to need to have enough toughness. Okay, also try to have skulls for more physical damage, little wall damage reduction, and give you one additional bonus turn depending on your sacrifice. Okay, it gives you more critical strike damage. So it's a lot of critical strike damage you're going to get when you sacrifice your minions. Well, I recommend to use diamonds and on your gems, on your rings, or to restore primary resource and critical strike damage, intelligence, all damage, and everything that deals damage. Very important to restore everything on the screen and to have better transfiguration than me. It's gonna be easy for you. Okay, after critical striking with your bone skill deal more damage with this compound fracture ring and another splintering ring. Bone skills deal increased damage to vulnerable, so that's why you need to have vulnerable all the time on your enemies to deal the maximum damage constantly. Okay, and also to have a better blood mad idol. You're always berserking and you're getting the berserking bones more damage and movement speed and more armor with your resolve, and you're always berserking, you're dealing more damage. And try to roll block chance per resolve stack here with the interdiction aspect. And that's it for the year. Okay, almost forgot, you're going to need this bone weaver set to do the maximum damage with bone skills, and try to have a freeze or stun or something to crowd control faster your enemies. And also this waking touch gives you more damage from your minions and reduce your damage and is redirected to your minions. So that's why you want to spam this kind of mage, because they want to destroy your minions. But you can get new ones. Okay, skeletal mage's bones repair with more damage with the skeletal warriors, and iron golem deal critical still more damage. Also, well, the skill tree, try to have silver with this, more mobility. Skeletal mage singularity gives you more damage to control and everything. Your basic main source of damage. Okay, the skeleton warrior gives you for healing and for toughness. Corpse tenders 2 and gives you more crowd control. To gather them all and pull them into your zone of your living zone of your mages. Golem gives you that aura and makes you unstoppable and make your minions to cast faster and movement speed. The air maiden gives you blood orbs, fortifies you, and also have a chance to get overpower and ferocity stacks. And the copify gives you more cooldown reductions and also gives you more survivability. It's very, very important to have this with your blood mount breaches. They're going to autocast and the corpses. Okay, and the bone storm. Okay, it gives you more damage and gives you critical strike damage and casting speed for your minions. That's it with the skills. Okay, finally the Paragon board. You're going to use corporeal, more physical damage and movement speed. With each of your minions, it's a lot of movement speed. Also, bone graph gives you bone skills damage, and your maximum sense is increased. It gives you a lot of critical strike damage with essence. This glyph, okay. Next is Flesh Eater, consuming a corpse grants increased damage for 8 seconds. so you're going to need a corpse near you all the time. It's very, very important. Mage gives you a lot of damage with this intelligence. Paragon notes. Try to have resistance, armor, and everything. Next is Core Leader. Your minions deal increased damage and up to 100% of attack speed bonus you're going to have with this one stone and the golem. Also, the Razor gives you more summon damage and minion damage and damage reduction modifiers. So, it's very important to have this here. And finally, Frailty. Frailty gives you 60% increased damage to cause enemies. Okay, and Amplify gives you that. That's more damage. And it's very important that they give you a more magic Paragon notes increased. So you're going to have a lot of willpower setting, and you're going to have all your notes at maximum. It's very, very cool. Well, Mercenaries, I'm using more critical strike damage with Subo, and Bastion very important. I use it when my Golem, because my Golem doesn't do many stuff than be a beacon that gives you that aura for my minions, but well, I used to become invulnerable and destroy everything. I am basically immortal when he does that skill, and that's it. That's my build. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you if you like and you follow. Well, I'm planning to show you my rogue build next on the next week before the season ends. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for all my friends from United States, United Kingdom, from Europe, from France, for Latin America, also Mexico, Spain. Thank you everybody, and I hope you have a happy vacation. And well, we're preparing for the next season next time. For now, we're farming more aura, as you can see. You can see my aura, my pretty aura. Okay, and thank you for watching. And well, I like my Overwatch Reaper, my favorite. Well, it looks cool. My favorite Overwatch chart. Thank you for all everything. Ciao, ciao.